Back on the show is Kristina Williams, who's coming off a huge win in her pro MMA debut this past Friday at Bellator 185 over Heather Hardy. Kristina, how are you?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm doing very well, but not as good as you. What a performance that was on Friday night. Before we talk about, the win and everything like that, heading into the cage with your pro debut, were you feeling the nerves at all? Because you look pretty relaxed out there in that performance.
No, actually, for some reason, I was very confident. I was like, that's the least nervous I've ever been for a fight before. So, I came in there ready to go.
And it seemed like you really knew how to beat her. I mean, it seemed like she didn't have an answer for your kicks and everything else. Do you feel like you executed your game plan to a T? Did everything sort of go according to plan?
Oh, yeah, it was exactly how, it was crazy how it worked out exactly how we planned. And when I got in there and I felt how much power she had and I got comfortable with it and it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, it certainly did. Was there anything about her that surprised you at all? I know the fight wasn't that long, but was there anything about her that maybe you didn't anticipate?
Not really. She pretty much did everything she did, but she was very tough. She took a lot, like that kick. She just kept trucking, so.
Yeah, she did. And, she obviously took a lot of damage in the fight. Were you worried at all that they weren't going to stop the fight just with the fact that, she's this, big star and everything? And, were you worried about that at all? That, maybe it's like, hey, am I going to finish this fight or what?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But after that, the last kick, I was pretty sure they were going to stop it soon because there was a lot of blood.
Yeah. Have you ever been in a fight like that where your opponent is that bloodied? Because that was pretty gruesome.
Oh, no, not nearly that much.
It looked like a horror movie. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was everywhere.
So tell me about the post-fight celebration. Did you go out at all? That was a really big win for you on a huge stage for Bellator.
I just kind of hung out with my team and went to eat and, with my brother and Derek and TJ, and I didn't do a ton, just, kind of relaxed and enjoyed myself.
Okay, but what was the first fight, post-fight cheat meal? Did you have anything, good like pizza or anything like that? What did you eat after the fight?
First thing I had after the fight was a piece of apple pie.
Nice. Okay, that's good. Did you like it? Is that something you always have, or is that just something that was available at the time?
No, I just saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks really good. So
okay, excellent.
That's what I had.
What's the feedback been like? Obviously, social media sort of erupted after this win. A very impressive victory. Has your phone just been blowing up? Has social media been kind of blowing up for you right now?
Oh yeah, it's been crazy. I still have there's so much going on. It's really hard to catch up, but it's been amazing all the support I've gotten.
And have any fighters that maybe you don't know reached out to you and sort of given you props on the victory at all?
Yeah, there's been some. I know there's been a lot more than I know still because it's hard to keep track of. But yeah.
And seeing all that, is that something you expected? You knew you were going into this and going to win the fight, but did you expect the reception that you ended up getting?
Oh, no, not near what I've gotten. No, I didn't expect that at all.
Did Bellator talk to you at all after the fight and maybe their plans for you after this? Because again, big win for you and again on such a big stage for Bellator.
They haven't really. I'm still just waiting on to see what they want me to do. I'm ready for whatever they have. So.
And as far as your deal with them, are you under contract with Bellator or are you a free agent at this point?
I'm supposed to have 3 fights with them.
Oh, great. Okay, that's good. And kind of on that same note, what's been training? What's been training look like this last week? We're a couple of days removed from the fight, but I imagine taking a little bit of time off and then probably getting back in the gym.
Yeah, I've just been going to the regular gym a little bit. I'm heading back to the MMA gym on Wednesday, so I'm ready to get back in there already.
Yeah, you're itching to get back in there. That's great. As far as when you want to get back in the cage, is there sort of an ideal situation for you when you'd want to return?
I really don't. It just depends on the opponent, really. I don't know yet.
Okay, and I suppose there's no one you want to fight at all? Is there anyone on your radar?
Not yet. There's some people I may want to fight in the future, but, I'm just sort of working my way.
Excellent. And as far as your team and everything like that, what do they sort of want to do with you next? As far as getting you back in, have you talked to your team at all? What their plans are maybe for you going forward?
We're sort of just waiting and seeing what a good fight for me would be.
Any horseback riding between now and the fight? Have you gotten in any at all?
Oh yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I've ridden.
Okay,
yeah,
that's good. Have you had people at all come up to you and kind of recognize you maybe from the fight or anything like that, or have you not reached that celebrity status just yet?
Not yet. No.
Okay, fair enough. There's a really big women's fight coming up next week between Alina Leigh McFarlane and Emily Ducote. Do you sort of have an idea of who you think's going to win that fight, and what are your thoughts on that matchup? It's a rematch, actually.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think it could go either way. I think it's going to be a really good fight.
Yeah, no, it certainly will be. And now that you're in Bellator, they obviously are going to give you another fight. Well, you said the 3-fight deal. Are you going to be paying more attention to the women's division now, just with the fact that you're in this and you're coming off this big win and everything else?
Oh, definitely. I'm definitely starting to keep a lookout now. Yeah.
Fantastic. So what is the plan sort of the next week? You mentioned getting back in the gym. Do you have any other plans, like no vacation at all, or just, get back in there and sort of get back to work?
Not a lot of vacation, just sort of get back to light work and then start going again. Pretty good, stay in shape.
Last question for you here. Are you dressing up for Halloween at all this year?
I'm not sure yet. Like I really like the T-Rex costumes. I've always wanted to run around in those and do like all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It just, it's one of my things that I want to do.
No, it's hilarious because people don't expect it, right? Like you just sort of come up from behind and trick them or whatever, right? So,
yeah.
That's good. Did you ever have like a favorite Halloween costume growing up? Did you dress up every year?
No, not really. It wasn't really something that my family did a lot, but.
What about at the gym, though? Does everyone dress up every year as like sort of a team thing at all? Or is that just Halloween's not like even on the radar?
No, I don't think we've ever done anything like
Well, see, now's the perfect time to get the T-Rex costume because no one will expect it.
Oh, yeah.
So,
that would be awesome.
It'll be a complete surprise. That would be great. Well, Kristina, I really want to thank you for joining me here on the program. I just remind people again where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or anything like that, the floor is yours.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Warhorse MMA, and then Kristina Warhorse Williams on Facebook. And I just want to thank my management company, TKO Combat Sports, with Mikhail and Reese, and my gym, American Elite, and my sponsors. Just thank you so much, JT Gravitas, KBT Equine, Reach Advantage. I know there's more I'm forgetting, but just thank you guys so much. I love you guys.